Yeah, I wish that I was making this up, but you guys can see the picture. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, we are doing a roast and recreate brow edition. This is a lot for me. I have some pictures here, and all I can say is that we've come a long way, okay? Whoever was dating me at this time, one, really loved me, and my friends, either they didn't love me or like they also have bad brows, which I'm gonna go with the latter because they were looking wild. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So y'all, I took it all the way back to 2012, this picture. And I remember exactly how I was doing my brows. Like, I'm telling you, it took me less than like 5 minutes to do my entire brow. And I'm gonna show you what I was doing. First of all, they were mad skinny. Okay. Mad skinny. I didn't touch the like inner part at all. Like, at all. Imagine me having these brows today. Like, this is what my picture was looking like. But wait, there's more. Afterwards, I would set it with black MAC eyeshadow. Like, why? Why, girl? Why? 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 I still don't even know if I can even make my brows look as bad as they were, but I'm gonna try my best. Alright, I think that's the first picture, right? Let me see. Yeah. Make sure it's real sharp at the top. That's important. Y'all could have went ahead and called me Moses, because I'm literally out here parting the Red Sea with my brows. Like, why are they this far apart? Why were they ever this far apart? Like, why are they halfway in my eyes? I think this is it. Moving on to the next picture. Okay, so I actually builded on these ones, so I'm not even gonna take this off because I'm building. We building out here. So 2013 is about over a year. I am doing a little bit more here. We're graduating. We've now graduated to, we're still setting these brows, y'all. I don't even know what I was using here. I had no shape, no definition. I was never using concealer underneath my brows. I do know that. And for some reason, I was not able to like fix my shape. So like, I remember I always like filling more on this side, but not the other. That's exactly what this picture looked like. Not to mention I'm using an Android, which we're not gonna speak on that. So this one was more of like an apostrophe all the time. This was like a comma all the time, I remember, because it would be fat up here. This is just always how my brows were. I can never get them to line up, never get them to match up. They just never lined up. They were never matching. Like, brows don't have to match, but these were looking completely different. This is actually harder than what I expected. Like, doing bad brows is hard. It's water, y'all. Stay hydrated out here. This is when we start to get saucy out here, y'all, because okay, so I was using a combination of dark brown Anastasia pomade and the MAC powder again. I don't know why I would set my brows with this black eyeshadow every time. I insisted on having like granite color brows. I was using like the thickest brush. No, when y'all see this, I hope this stuff still even works, because we rolling into scary hours now, y'all. I remember I made my brows so thick. Again, not cleaning underneath. Not cleaning underneath at all. And then I remember I always like take my finger and like rub it right here. Wow. Let me look at this picture. They were bad. They were so bad. This is just like the worst color that I could be using like on my brows. It almost looked like ashy on my skin. Let me see. And then I was only setting the very back end with the black because then I realized it was getting too dark. And then I would just set the back. Dirty Sprite 2 was out. Commas was definitely top of the charts. And I wanted to do the same and have some on my face. Okay? Do I look like I'm asking a question without asking a question? Like, I only got one more after this, y'all. I'm not gonna keep embarrassing myself. 2017-ish, into 2016 into 17, I decided to switch my brows up again. I wasn't doing much of a difference than this, but I was actually using concealer now, but the wrong color. We're not gonna speak on it. I was bringing them mad far in. Now we're gonna worry about that. Just, this is so stressful. This was a thing. I take my concealer, my Too Bright concealer, I was using it underneath my eyes too. And I would go like this, you know, trying to clean them up. But I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you this is the exact color that I was using. Why? Just why? And I just like kind of rubbing it. Oh no. Rub it in, you know, for my eyeshadow color. I was also wearing foundation way too light for me too, but that's just a different topic. And I would literally go like this to make sure that it was super square. Yeah, I wish that I was making this up, but you guys can see the picture. Like, this is what I was doing to my brows. Now this is when I could have been a brand ambassador for Nike because I have check marks on my face. All jokes aside, I showed you guys all of this to show you a lot of things that you should not do with your brows. Your highlight, the color that you choose, the shape that you pick, it all frames your face and it's so important for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the tutorial portion of this video and you guys can see how I do my brows now. They are so much better. They are so much better. Okay, so let's get to the educational portion of this video. That was a long journey, was it not? It was quite interesting. We thank God for growth. You know what that is? I'm actually gonna clean my brows up because they've been looking crazy. I don't have a lot of brow hair. If you have a lot of brow hair, like thick-wise, and you wanna like loosen it up, you can just like, but for the no hair girls over here, that's not my sleeves. So the first thing that I do is I put concealer on my hands. I use a flatter end brush and I just take it both sides. I'm gonna start to carve out my brows. I have a very specific shape that I like to do now. Obviously I feel like it kind of fluctuates and changes over time, clearly. So my brows are a little different in terms of like this brow here, I have to add more to the top, and this brow here I take more off the bottom because it's annoying. So I basically, this is what I do every time I'm doing my brows. I like check, I'm like, okay, do I like this? What do I think? Cool. Then I go to the other one and I just try really hard to measure up this. Sometimes I'll even do like a little bit further so I can kind of get the shape there. Get a basic idea. My brows are looking a little crazy. I usually either pluck them or use a little baby razor to file out the hairs. I'm sure this is like not the most sanitary thing to do with like concealer, but like I've never had any issues with it, so. Anastasia Dipbrow, but in the correct color this time. Ebony instead of granite. I'm just taking the smallest of product on like a little angled brush, a very skinny one this time. And let's see what your girl can do, because we don't know nowadays. I'm blending upwards. the product that I just made that straight line because, you know, we want defined brows, but not like I drew these on. Then I kind of just take the product off of the brush and start to just pull that down. Just really blend it out. I'm focusing more on this outer corner, this outer area than I am here. I kind of try to leave that looking as natural as possible and as feathered as possible. I like a little bit more of a dramatic arch. I also like my brows to kind of tilt downways to kind of add to the RBF. Take this little powder here that I haven't used yet. And just really darken up this area. Wow, a brow. We love a brow. Now this goes a little bit too far out. If you look here, you want this to line up with this. Don't be going all the way out here. Don't be, we don't want that. We don't need that and we don't want it. Some clear brow gel. This just helps my brows like stay set for the entire day. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do is go back in with that concealer. So I really just go back over it one more time. It has been a long, hard-fought journey, but I think that I've made it to the other side, you know? Like, even now my brows aren't perfect, but I've made it to the other side.